shot straight down. Now, to me, I'm already thinking consolidated, broke up, rejected. A lot of people, investors who wanted to get in, missed out on this initial move. So typically, yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Wolf back with another recap video. Before I get started, I just want to wish everybody, a very successful and a life of abundance when it comes to our new year that we're entering. This video is recorded and will be uploaded as of January the 2nd. So this is the official first video that I am posting of this year, the first of many. My goal is to be able to do at least one video a week, every week. And I will throw in going live as well. So, yeah, I hope everybody had a fantastic holiday. I did so myself. Nothing to really complain about. And I'm very grateful to be alive. And I just want to encourage everybody. If you haven't started your trading journey yet, you got to get started. This is the year. Okay, I'm looking forward to exponentially growing my knowledge and my experience I'm gonna take on another year of wisdom when it comes to trading. So yeah, so I'm gonna get into this trade that I took. This trade was actually I say it technically was the actual last day of the year, so December 31st. Now this is an unusual one because I usually don't trade London session, but I did take this trade in London session. So 3 o'clock Eastern Standard. And yeah, and not only that, I'm trading oil, which is not as common, but I'll look at it every once in a while. It's not my favorite, but if there's a setup, there's a setup. So yeah, with the strategy is pretty much was off of a supply, and it was a Fibonacci retracement. So I did post a Fibonacci retracement video, part 1. Part 2 is going to come out soon. No worries. And that Fibonacci video got a lot of views, and it seemed like a lot of people actually subscribe to it. So I really appreciate that. For the new subscribers, welcome. Yeah, so I'm gonna just go through this process real quick and my thought process to this trade. And this was $1,000 trade. I was risking 1 to 2, and yeah, it played out. This is pretty much very textbook. Now this is my strategy. If you want to learn more, just stay tuned to the uploads. But not only that, I do have a Discord, and I'm gonna get a little bit more active this year on the Discord. I do want to grow the Instagram, Discord, and of course the YouTube channel. So those are my personal goals when it comes to this. So let's get straight into it. All right, so this is the trade, but I'm gonna go back through my thought process as this started to play out. All right, so hit it on replay mode. Let me see. Wait, what is this? Why is it asking me this? Sorry about that. All right. So from Asian session, I do trade Asian session. I did not trade oil on Asian session, but either here or there. So now this is what I saw. Okay, everything. And at the end of the day, I always got to remember market structure. Market structure is the first thing that I've taught on this channel, and I think is very important, and it is very important because if you don't know where you are in the markets, you're pretty much screwed. So market structure, as we know, price goes up in this particular case, making higher highs, higher lows until broken. In this particular case, breaker structure to then continue to downside. If it starts to go sideways, it'll make relatively equal highs, equal lows. You could trade that if you want. I don't recommend it. I typically avoid that by knowing where knowing market structure is telling me exactly where it wants to go. So this particular case, as you see right here, there's a breaker structure during Asian session. Boom. All right. For those who understand and know supply and demand, you see this. This is also what I saw. This is important. This is demand. Demand is, for those who don't know, is an area where price, or it's either demand or supply, but it's basically an area where there was an impulsive move. So clearly there was an impulsive move for whatever reason. It could be, I don't know. I don't think there was any news or anything, but something happened here that made price go up. A lot of people, investors who wanted to get in, missed out on this initial move. So typically people will want to wait till it comes back down to this area, hence demand. You got a lot of demand of the price where people prefer to get in to then profit off of that. So this created a demand, right? This demand also broke structure to the upside. Okay, stick with me. So I trade within these colors. This right here is in Asian session, but it is basically 2 hours in Asian session that I typically trade. New York is for me is 7:30 to 11, and London is 3 o'clock to 7. But I really trade pretty much the first hour, so 3 o'clock to 4 o'clock, which you'll see in a minute. So I'm seeing price play out. It's creating structure. I'm paying attention. As you can see right here, what is price doing? It's making relatively equal highs, equal lows. All right, this is important. I'm not trading this, but I'm picking it up. I'm watching it. Okay, price going up, price go down. You see, like it's going somewhere, but it's also still coming back into a range, and that's important. Like I said, so we're gonna skip forward, skip forward. There was a break structure to the upside. All right. Came tanking back in. Let's see. Yep. All right. Back up. Down. Okay, cool. So this right here, we're just going to consider this right here. Once you start to see this, right, you see where this is consolidation, trading sideways, support and resistance. Price broke up. Okay. So we're going to put another breaker structure right here. That means it's still going upwards. Now, as you see, this right here that was once support, resistance has now become support. Price is reacting around here. Now, let's see what time it is. I'm going to fast forward because I marked all this up, but I'm not trading this. Remember, I'm not trading none of this. I'm trading once my session is on, which is at 3 o'clock. But I'm watching what is going on leading up to 3 o'clock. So let's see. This is one. Okay, so the next candle. First of all, this is what we see. Okay, market structure. Price from here, down here, came up, consolidated, broke up, rejected, broke structure right here. So it's making a low technically. So there is a breaker structure. It broke back into the range and actually broke some structures right here. Okay, keep that in mind. Now, down here, we discussed already there was a demand out here. This is where people will want to get in to buy. Price will have to come back. Oh, I forgot to mention too, between this area in general is leaving gaps. I'm not going to get into gaps too much right now. If you already know what it is, you can see gaps. Okay. All of this needs to be filled. The market is typically balanced. It balances itself out. So for me in my head at this point, price came up to me. It's not necessarily a liquidity grab, but I guess we could consider that because price came up and then it jolted back down. Let me put my line graph on. Yeah, this looks even better. So market structure, tried and true. So price is consolidating, right here. Price broke up. It was continuing. Then it broke structure right here and back into the range. It did not make another like a higher high. Instead, it made a low high and then it dropped. So right now I'm thinking to sell. I'm looking for opportunities to sell. So stick with me. Now, the next candle is going to be the beginning of the session. I'm thinking to sell, but just like on the opposite side down here, there was a demand. Right here is leaving supply. Supply is the exact same thing. It's just a place where people will want to sell in this particular case. So if you could really, let's see, I'm going to put this as supply, right? Price came up, dropped, breaking structure. And this big big bullish candle right here came back up, tapped into that supply and dropped again, leaving another supply. Just right here. Boom. Right. Now, as you see right here, just before the session started, price did what? This is the high. This is the low. It's consolidating a little bit. No, it's a little messy, but that's what it did. And price came up and tapped right here. Okay. Let's keep this in mind. The next candle shot straight down. Now, to me, I'm already thinking bearish, right? Because at this point, there's been a breaker structure to the downside right here. I know this is a little messy right here, and you'll see this through experience, but you'll understand this. breaker structure to the downside once again, and actually right here. This is the major one right here that broke through. Now, when I mentioned that this is off of a supply, this was the supply that I saw it tap right into, and the next candle on the session, when the session started for me, is when volume comes in. So it picked a direction. Now, not only that, I see down here there is a target and there's a gap to be filled. People want to buy down here, so price is clearly going down if you look at it right now. On the bigger picture, it's bullish. On the smaller picture, it is bearish. It is bearish. So I saw that opportunity and I wanted to seize it. So I am going off. Okay, this was the market structure. This is my trade idea. I'm thinking to sell, and if I could sell, I could probably sell down here, but I would just simply go in for 1 or 2. I don't, like I said, I don't really trade not only London as much, and I don't trade oil, so I'll go for 1 or 2. I'm completely fine with that. So right here, there was a supply, but I integrated 2 of the strategies that I like to use, which is basically Fibonacci, or aka just a retracement, and a off of a supply. Got to have some confluences. It got to make sense, right? So let's see from here to here. In fact, let's go to the 1 minute time frame and see what that looks like. So 3 o'clock struck right here. Price drop. I know these candles don't look the best, but it's all the same. So from this candle all the way down here, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 5 candles that equal to 5 minutes. 5 1 minute candles. I'm just looking for a retracement because this is what you know the markets do all the time, even on a smaller time frame. And I wanted to get in right here. I'm gonna set my let's see, short position right here. I can't get it exact, but you know what I mean. And I put my stops above here, which is also, you see where the range is for that that demand, that 5 minute, I'm sorry, 5 minute supply. My stops is above that as well. I didn't put it like super tight or whatever, but it's above the 5 minute candle and a little bit above the supply, like at least where the supply starts from the bottom, as you can see. And this was a 1 to 2, right? Let's go down to 1 minute. That's all I'm waiting on. Price comes up, tap me in. Okay, see that little rejection? That's a good sign. Price comes down. So at this point, a 1 to 1 is right here. Technically, it's already a 1 to 1. As soon as it tapped into my entry, it came down for a 1 to 1. I think I stepped away. No, actually, I recorded this. I'll put up a video real quick and speed it up. I just got into this and then got back out. Like basically got back out. I think this was about a 4 to 6 minute trade. Let's see what happened. Okay, obviously, oh, never mind. It's a little longer. I typically trade off of this one right here. So let's see. Boom. Okay, so price come up. Sorry, I skipped a little bit. So this was a simple off of a supply, following market structure into a retracement. My entry was that retracement. Oh, let me go ahead and finish this up. Boom, right there. And this was a 1 to 2, risking 500 to make 1,000. Okay, you risk 1,000 to make 2,000. This is just very simple, but it works. Very simple, but it works. So you know, the more simple, the better. Yeah. So yeah. So this is like a little bit of like how I trade, and like it's tried and true. At least for me, I've been back testing a lot, and you know, this is all you need. This is all you need. So yeah, there. Speaking of like the Fibonacci, like I said, that's going to be coming out soon. I got to get back on that. That's going to go into a little bit more detail on different ways to actually make a strategy out of Fibonacci. So if you guys are looking forward to that, definitely, you know, stay tuned. If you have any questions or, you know, just comments and, you know, ideas, definitely leave them down in the comments below. I'm definitely checking them. Like I said, I appreciate everybody, new subscribers, and yeah, we're just trying to grow and build this thing. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.